You're listening to Celebrating the Faces of Small Businesses in Dalby, a special series for Small Business Month, proudly brought to you by the Dalby Chamber of Commerce and Industry in partnership with 4DDD. This May, we're shining a spotlight on the people behind our local businesses, the innovators, the risk takers, and the everyday champions who keep Dalby thriving. Join us as we go beyond the storefront to uncover the stories, passion, and drive powering small businesses across our region. Because when small business thrives, Dalby thrives. Happy Small Business Month.
Hi, I'm James Staniforth from the Dalby Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and today I'm catching up with someone who's been part of a growing industry that's becoming increasingly important across our region: solar energy and renewables. For many homes, farms and local businesses, solar has become a big part of everyday life, and behind that are the local people doing the work to help keep things running efficiently. It's a great example of how regional communities like Dalby can continue to adapt, innovate and support more sustainable ways of living. Joining me today is Kerrie from McKewin Solar Cleaning, who has been involved in this hands-on local industry. We'll talk about Kerrie's journey, what it's like working in a role that supports the community, and the experiences that come with being part of a growing sector in the Western Downs. Kerrie, welcome. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
No, that's good. I've got a few questions, so if you're ready, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, and are you from Dalby originally, and if not, what brought you to the area?
I grew up in Dalby and Jai grew up on the Sunshine Coast. We spent a few years on the coast, and once we had our 4 boys, we just felt like Dalby was the right place to be.
Okay, and what first sort of interested you in the solar cleaning field?
For me, it was about helping people make the most of what they already have. People have already invested in solar to help manage the power costs, but dirt and dust stop the systems from doing their job. So with the rising cost of living going up, not everyone can afford the upgrades and replacements, but maintaining them can really help with their investments.
The renewable energy space has grown a lot in the recent years. What's it been like being part of that change locally?
It's been interesting watching solar go from new to just part of everyday life. Now the focus is shifting to making sure those systems keep performing. But being part of that locally feels meaningful, especially because people rely on solar more than ever to manage their rising power bills. It's less about chasing the savings and more about protecting their household budgets and avoiding bigger costs later.
Along the way, you must have faced a few challenges in growing a business. What's been the biggest challenges for you?
Probably balancing education with empathy has been quite important. Everyone's feeling financial pressure in different ways. So we focus on being understanding and honest rather than pushing. That approach really resonates with a community like Dalby.
Obviously, business is very, very tough and complex, and it's very stressful from time to time. What's the most enjoyable thing about your business?
I love the relationships we build. We're working with families, farmers, retirees, small businesses, people just like us, and knowing that we're helping them in a practical way, especially during tough times, is really rewarding.
What would be something that you've learnt about the local Dalby community through the different people that you meet in your day-to-day work?
Growing up here, I already knew Dalby people were hardworking, down to earth, but running a business has given me a whole new appreciation for it. People here are realistic and resilient. They don't expect miracles. They just want things done properly, honestly, and at a fair price. Through our work, I've seen just how much locals value trust and consistency. If you show up, do what you say you'll do, and look after people, they remember that. And Dalby really backs businesses that back the community, and that's something I'm proud to be a part of.
So finally, thank you for your time today, but what would be one piece of good advice to anybody thinking about getting out in their own business at the moment?
Think about how your work fits into people's lives and lead with care. If you can help reduce stress, save time, or ease financial pressure even a little, you're doing something worthwhile. In a small town, relationships matter just as much as the work you do. If people trust you, they'll support you.
So thank you so much today, Kerrie. Thank you for sharing all your stories and all your information. Small Business Month is a great reminder that behind every local service or industry there are real people, real journeys, and a strong connection to the community. Thanks to everyone for listening and continuing to support your local business and local jobs across Dalby. Stay tuned for more Small Business Month stories with the Dalby Chamber of Commerce.
You've been listening to The Faces of Small Business. In places like Dalby, local businesses aren't just shops. They're the lifeblood of the community. This joint project by the Dalby Chamber of Commerce and Industry and 4DDD shares their stories. Tune in next time and celebrate the folks who keep our town rolling strong.